Never. I'll never turn to the dark side. You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi.
Alright, YouTubers and anti-nuke activists, this one is just off the hook. Off the hook. Okay, this is on the 13th of March, 2 days after the meltdown in Japan at the Fukushima Daiichi plant. Sunday, March 13th, 7:02 p.m. Brenner Elliott sends this email out to a whole bunch of different people here. Some familiar names: McIntyre David, Harrington Holly, Burnell Scott, Hayden Elizabeth, and some others. I'll give a screen capture of this so you can look at it. It says, OPA staffers, Office of Public Affairs staffers. It has been a very hectic weekend and a good test of our crisis communication planning. Thank you to the headquarters folks who sacrificed their weekends and their sleep to come in. And thank you to the regional folks who fielded a number of calls about our response and the impact of the Japanese situation on our plants. Some things worked very well. The blog was a great way to get information out besides our standard press releases. And NSIR released access to YouTube and Twitter by midday Sunday so we could do more monitoring of what information was, quote unquote, in the public domain. Okay, real quick, I have to tell you about NSIR. That is the Office of Nuclear Security and Incident Response. This is from the NRC website. I'll give a screen capture to this as well. Director James Wiggins, he's the one in the documents, Jim Wiggins. And it says that the NSIR develops overall agency policy and provides management direction for evaluation and assessment of technical issues involving security at nuclear facilities, and is the agency safeguards and security interface with the Department of Homeland Security, the intelligence and law enforcement communities, Department of Energy, and other agencies. Develops emergency preparedness policies, regulations, programs, and guidelines, so on and so forth. You'll be able to go there and read that if you want to. So that's who NSIR is. And they apparently can open up, here's how he describes it. NSIR released access to YouTube and Twitter by midday Sunday, so we could do more monitoring of what information was, quote unquote, in the public domain. They're watching what independent people and public citizens are posting up. And they have their own blog, it says here, or they control blog or blogs, Pearl Blogs. Okay, reading along on the email. It says, please take the time Monday morning to review all the press releases that went out and the blog post as well. And as we know from the documents, the press releases are very tightly controlled Q&A. You don't get any real information out of them. So that's what they're wanting to do. Follow the press releases, which are very general and vague. Please take time Monday morning to review all the press releases that went out and the blog post as well. Please use these to guide any media responses you provide. While we know more than what these say, we're sticking to this story for now. Wow, okay. Stay tuned as the week unfolds. We anticipate staffing the Ops Center on a 24-hour basis at least through Wednesday. Neil will be helping us out in that regard, and we may need to ask for further regional assistance if we need to continue the full court press through next weekend. Okay, that's talking about the information suppression, a full court press. It's exactly what it was, a blackout. Okay, reading from the email. The chairman has a hearing, that's Jaxco. The chairman has a hearing on the Hill, that's in Washington. The chairman has a hearing on the Hill on Wednesday morning, which will occur a lot of my time, and maybe the place where we really push out our message, okay? That's their version of what they want us to know. Their Q&A, their very limited information that the public got. We expect fallout over this to continue for a time along the lines of, can this happen in the U.S., and what is the NRC doing about it? This is a marathon, not a 50-yard dash. While I'm expecting us to need full staffing for a while and may ask that you put off non-essential time off, we also need to conserve our energy. So be sure to take time when you need it. Thanks for all your help. Okay, I wanted to get this one out and get it up on a YouTube video and let you see that a number of things going on here. Number one, as I've been clear in the documents, and many times I've shown you where they're monitoring what, it's very Orwellian. They're watching what we say about it. They must see everything I say about them. They must know all about me. They must see all my videos, listen to my blog, because they do. They're very precise and very what's the word, dedicated. I don't know what else to say about watching public media and seeing what we are saying. Alternative media, independent media, YouTube, blogs, everywhere. And NSIR is able to access YouTube and Twitter and give that feed anything related to plume, plumegate, meltdown, radiation, probably those kind of terms. And they send that to these guys here so they can watch the NRC. So they can watch and know. And then they can respond and they say, put a blog up that counters that information. Send some people in under the thread to say that's not true or whatever. You know, right? That's how they're doing it. That's the control we're talking about here. And down here, they describe as a full court press. It's exactly, look at Fort Calhoun when it got flooded. Man, that was a full court press blackout. BP oil spill, full court press blackout. Fukushima, full court press blackout, right? Big time. And here clearly, Brenner and it's, all these people know about this. They know exactly what's going on. They know they're hiding the plume. They know they're hiding the fallout. Because right here they say, while we know more than what these say, we're sticking to this story for now. In other parts of the document, they say we know all about 3 Mile. We have the benefit of knowing about Chernobyl, so on and so forth. They're modeling for thyroid doses in California. There's presidents. The president has a worst case scenario run they're doing that they're not releasing to anybody. So very clear in these documents, very incriminating, very damning. So I get this video up and hopefully you guys spread it around, man. People need to know exactly what happened. All right, Patrick Penry, over and out.
Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is January 16th, 2013. And here are your updates for today. Earlier, I posted a heads up. The water department is now changing over to smart meters, so heads up on that. And you can see that was my breaking news earlier. Also today, President Obama signed some executive orders, and you can watch that on the White House YouTube channel. It's about 7 hours ago. It was posted on, it says White House. That's the name of the channel. Alrighty then. And let's see, what else are we going to talk about today? So you might want to check that one out for an early heads up on what he signed. Alrighty then. The Watchers watching the world. Sunspot 1654 still dominates the visible solar disk. 2012 ranked as the ninth warmest year since 1880 and continued long-term trend of rising global temperatures. Alrighty then, moving on. Let's go into the Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. Thousands of dead fish wash up on coast of South Carolina. Heads up, that was today by Prowley's Island, South Carolina. Alrighty then, and that was this Tuesday afternoon. So, they're posting it now. It happened on Tuesday. Alright. 1 dead, 900 hurt in heavy Japan snowfall. One man, he had fell into a hole. A 74-year-old man in Shirogiri City, sorry about that, that's in Nagano Prefecture. He fell into an open drain as he cleared snow around his house. Alrighty, then the rest slip and falls and car crashes. Be safe. Be safe over there. It was 4 inches that fell within approximately 4 hours or something like that. Let's see here. Surprise winter storm creates travel woes across northern Texas. Heightened activity at Italy's Stromboli volcano frightens residents. Alrighty then. Moving on. E&E News, Energy News. Let's go to Fukushima. Maybe that's why everything's heating up. It's like a three meltdowns. And it's like, you know, just these furnaces going and going. Wouldn't that heat up the earth? Why aren't we taking care of that? I was watching something on mutations. There are so many. Everyone that's watching, go outside and check your dandelions. Check your plants. See if they have like multiple heads. The flowers, like a whole bunch of them on one stem. See what's out there. See if you're getting mutations. I myself in the Space Coast, Florida, have seen butterflies that kind of look like moths, and then they have like very stunted wings compared to their bodies. I'm gonna catch one or something. That way I'll preview it and actually show it to you. Hate to bother them though, but I'll show you one. Same thing like what they saw in Japan. Alright, E&E News. Today. Total hell. Families drinking water. Bubbling like champagne. Now this is the U.S. Canada, I guess that came up for some reason, but okay. We'll go with that. U.S. government involved in cover-up. So, they're talking about the sinkhole area. I guess families drinking water. Bubbling like champagne. I wouldn't drink that. I suggest that maybe you get some bottled water for right now. If you don't know what's in it and what's bubbling out of it, I wouldn't be drinking that. Go to the water machine if there's one. Get a fill, you know, by the supermarkets and things. I would do that. I wouldn't even be in that area, really, if you don't know what's going on. Also, yesterday, video. People have noticed cracking in their houses in Bayou Corn near giant sinkhole. As they vent, I feel they're going to have more problems. You better filter that water a few times. Let it air out and sit. I don't know what's bubbling out of your water, but I wouldn't just drink it and then let it bubble down inside you, releasing some kind of toxic gas. Possibly. You better filter it. If you can't afford to go to the water machine, or there is no water machine, you better get some good filters and filter it twice before drinking it. That's just my suggestion. Alright, moving on. Japan, Fukushima. Ooh, here we go. Today, Gunderson. Discovery of neutron sources off-site means Unit 3 fuel was broken by Unit 3 denotation. I said that 18 months ago, and it looks like the NRC agrees. Okay, Gunderson, you go. Also today, neutron sources found 1 mile from Fukushima plant after 3/11. Some fuel may have been injected from that spent fuel pool. Maybe they mean ejected. Alright, moving on, but it says injected. Today, Nature. People have radiophobia if they believe food from Fukushima is not safe. Japan kept people safe from the physical effects of radiation. Sounds like who put this out? Maybe someone might be incompetent, or they might be sued or something. Then if they kept them safe and something happened, they're taking responsibility for keeping them safe. and something's happened, they might be liable now. Expert to discuss radioactive material being emptied into ocean from Fukushima Daiichi, Caldecott. She's a Nobel Peace Prize winner. She's an MD. Okay. TEPCO, this is yesterday, TEPCO official in U.S. We are still seeing leakage, contaminated groundwater seeping into reactor areas. Alrighty then. I attached some, one of the things I got from Miss Milky the Clown channel, and enjoy that. Says that there's some kind of cover-up. I don't know. I thought it was interesting, so I attached it. Alrighty then. Of course, it's for educational purposes only. Let's get rid of this. No other news really today. Alrighty then. So, it's weekend Wednesday. Hump day. We're halfway there. It's 3 days down. Oh, hard to get on the camera there. 3 days down. 2 to go before the weekend. Hang in there. Heard the weather was really cold in California. It's starting to warm up to 74, so hang in there, you guys. Okay. I'll see you again tomorrow on the flip side. Tomorrow is the year anniversary that I went ahead and started reporting the news every single day, sometimes more than once. And yes, I had a job back then. I still do, but very part-time. Alrighty then, take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow on the flip side. Be safe, be prepared for anything. Have your list, have your go bag, make sure any loose ends tied up, important papers where you can just get to them in a flash. Alright? See you again tomorrow. Now shout out to Alex. I don't remember your last name. Some guy named Alex that came on my inbox. But take care. And I'll do a shout out maybe to everyone tomorrow because it's a special day. I might try to put up a special video somehow of all the news reports. Alrighty then. See ya.
There is another.
Well, I'm going to add to this video. I had stopped and now I'm re-recording. I would like to, let's see, I got an inbox from Sorrow829, her channel, and she asked, could you please tell me what smart water meters are? Well, like the electric ones, it monitors how much usage you use and actually gives the water company back the information of what time you turn the water on, how much you use, and things like that. That's why it's smart. It can tell exactly when you turn it on, when you turn it off. They can monitor the whole use of when you use the water, just like the electricity. Alrighty then. And with the smart appliances that go with the smart meters, like your smart TV, like your cable box, sometimes they can actually, some of them actually have cameras in them. And you can look up other articles. You could Google that, and there are articles out there that were put out that says your dishwasher could be watching you. So they have a camera capability. So you might not want to not want to get undressed in front of your clothes dryer and throw your clothes in it, or your washer. You might be being watched. Plus they can, and then further down the line, they can actually, if they wanted to, they could turn off and on your appliances at certain hours, certain times of the day. Alrighty, it's like a remote control almost, with all the information, when, where, what time, and what's going on in your house. That's what it's for. So, it's Orwellian, as they say. But it's pretty, I guess they think they're being smart. Smarty pants meters. Smarty pants meters. Alright, so that's what that is. And let me say hello to the person who said that they were trying. His name is Alex John Trace. How you doing? Alright, my voice hasn't come all the way back yet. I guess that was the worst of whatever was going around. I guess that's it. It just got me into being hoarse. Hello to Beetlejuice 1 too. I like that name. And Shadow Dancer 000 and Janty 68. So hello to all my commentators out there. A quick shout out. And of course to the trolls out there here. Let me see. I guess I could be their troll doll now. See? Let me see. See, now I could be their troll doll. Ah, the troll doll. Does that make you feel better? That's for the trolls. They might feel better now that they're watching a troll doll. Alrighty then, enough goofing around. You take care. I'll see you again tomorrow on the flip side. Everybody please be safe. Alrighty then.